Today we're going to talk about the 8 signs and symptoms that you need to go see a doctor. Now my first disclaimer is I'm not giving you medical advice. This is my opinion, and check with your doctor before taking my advice of going to the doctor, right? That doesn't make sense. Now I know what you're going to say. This is obvious, this is common sense. Everyone knows this, but you'd be surprised. Number 1, if you're fainting or passing out, go get that checked. Now, it could be that you just exercised or you did fasting where you didn't take electrolytes, in which case you need to take electrolytes or sea salt. But depending on the circumstance, if you're fainting, definitely on a regular basis, so you're passing out, get checked out. There could be a problem with something called the autonomic nervous system. All right, number 2, you have some significant weight loss, but no change in diet, okay? Maybe you're still eating junk food, and all of a sudden you start losing massive amounts of weight. Get an evaluation and find out what's going on. All right, number 3, chronic constipation. When I was in practice, I had this patient come to me out of town, and she wanted to lose weight. She was a very large woman, but when we did the consultation, I found out that she has serious constipation. She goes to the bathroom every 2 weeks, and she's concerned about weight loss. We need to handle your constipation. So that would be putting attention on something not as important. Anyway, I gave her some advice. And then when I went to lunch, I walked out the building and I walked past her car, and it was filled with wrappers from fast food places and all sorts of junk. So if you have chronic constipation, get an evaluation, get your colon scoped out, find out what is going on, because it can be quite dangerous. Also, chronic diarrhea. Okay. What happens, you can lose a lot of electrolytes, and that can be very dangerous. You can lose zinc, potassium, sodium, even vitamin D. And this can actually greatly affect your heart. All right, number 4, excessive urination or thirst. Now, hopefully you've been watching my videos and you know that healthy keto and intermittent fasting is the solution for diabetes. However, if you're peeing all the time and you're thirsty, chances are you have high blood sugars, and you should get it tested and see what's going on. All right, number 5, you have chest pain, left arm pain, or jaw pain. Now, it could be indigestion, it could be some other thing, but it's always good to get a test, an EKG, some deeper evaluation, just to rule out a problem with your heart. All right, number 6, if you start getting slurred speech, facial drooping on one side, loss of vision, or half of your body becomes paralyzed, go get it checked out. That sounds like a stroke. And by the way, as a side note, if you can do hyperbaric oxygen therapy right after you had a stroke, you can actually minimize the damage big time. All right, number 7, if you have blood in the urine, mouth, or nose, get it checked. This could be you're coughing up blood from maybe an infection or something else. And this could be just a simple situation where you have some allergy and you blew your nose and there's some blood. But I'm talking about more of an excessive situation when you have blood coming out of your body. Not good. All right, number 8, you have symptoms that are unchanging after you change your diet. So you get on healthy keto, you're doing intermittent fasting, and you still have some symptom that's been chronic. The thing is, when you run into a problem, especially if it's a chronic, you want to evaluate. And sometimes you need more data. You need tests to be able to figure this out. All right, in summary, to avoid these signs and symptoms, and that's always the best way to avoid these, get on healthy keto and intermittent fasting, and I put the links down below.